Hello everybody and welcome back to another video from HSTV, and in today's video, as you can see by the video title, this is going to be a day in the life of a medical student on orthopedics and trauma placement. So if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Heen Shumaz. I'm a fifth year medical student here at the University of Edinburgh, and this is my 2-week placement on orthopedics and trauma. Today in the morning, I actually didn't have anything scheduled, but I've come in because I need to get some sign-offs done, a lower limb examination, and trying to take some histories really for my own understanding, but also to write a case-based discussion. And then in the afternoon, I'm in theatre, so that's why I've changed into my green scrubs today. And yeah, I will try to take you guys along my day and show you what's happening.
Later. Much later.
Right, well, just came out of theatre and I saw an ankle fracture repair using a technique called ORIF, or ORIF, which stands for Open Reduction Internal Fixation. Now, in simple terms, what that means is they're opening up the ankle using an open technique, an open surgical excision, and then they're using like pieces of metal to align the joint and make sure that it stays in place while it heals. So this young man actually had a fibula fracture, and along with that a dislocation of the ankle joint. So it was a traumatic injury and it only happened yesterday, so yeah, it's quite quick on the surgery. But the interesting thing with orthopedics, I think, is, you know, the actual procedure was only about an hour long, but there was a lot going on. So like radiology was always present in the room. There was lots of x-ray imaging used throughout. So as they were putting in the screws, putting in the plates and aligning the joint, they always had x-ray images being taken. So that is that. Now the time at the moment is around 3:15, I think, so I'm gonna head home now. I've actually not even eaten, it's just been a bit busy today, but I need to eat as well. And some reason, you know, with the surgical specialties, you know, eating seems to get ignored, which is really bad. So I'm gonna quickly eat and then we'll head home. Right, just made it back into my car. Let me show you what I got for lunch today. So today I have some samosas and trying to be healthy by mixing in some salad. Over the past week or so, I've seen a lot of arthritis. I've seen a lot of young people and elderly people having musculoskeletal issues, whether that be like pathological stuff or fractures and whatever, right? So I asked the orthopedic consultant, like what I should do to prevent getting musculoskeletal issues, especially as I get older into my 40s and 50s. And he said, without being rude, the number one best thing you can do to prevent diseases like arthritis and just back pain and all this kind of stuff is don't double the weight that you were in your 20s. Now obviously considering if you're a healthy weight in your 20s, which a lot of people would be, because interestingly your hips actually bear the weight 3 times what you are when you're walking and 6 times your weight when you're running. And I find that quite difficult to believe, but actually when he explained it, it made a lot of sense, because if you think about it, when you stand on one leg, your other hip is having to counteract the forces of gravity and other things, and also your actual weight, in order to keep you balanced and straight and you don't flop over to one side, right? Essentially, if you double your weight, then can you imagine your hips would have to take so much more weight, and that's obviously going to cause problems. So long story short, be a healthy weight. Also, I believe I didn't actually tell you, this is my last placement block of year 5, which is crazy to believe because time is truly flying. And basically this block is 2 weeks orthopedics, 2 weeks on renal. So technically I'd still have renal to go, but it's my last block. And literally 1 week after this block ends is going to be my final 5th year exams, which I'm not looking forward to at all. And I also think that it's not great that the uni only gave us 1 week of consolidation in between, you know, stopping placement and our exams. So I'm a little bit worried about that. And definitely it's much harder to study when you're on placement, right?
Locking in. Intense training. Greatest of all time. I'm the GOAT.